Meeting to order. And Councilmember Toy, would you like to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance? And Councilmember Toy, you need to turn your microphone back on.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible.
Liberty.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councilmember Toy. Good evening.
Sorry, this mute thing, I just screwed up.
Well, I know, I was having.
Sorry.
Good evening and welcome to the May 27th, 2020 study session of the Livonia City Council. The meeting sets the agenda for the 1,898th regular meeting, a voting meeting that will take place on Monday, June 8th, 2020. And again, as I noted in our regular meeting, that meeting will also be conducted via Zoom as our last several have been. We have all members of council with us this evening. I do not have any announcements to make at this time. I will go. Does anyone else on council have any announcements that they would like to make? Seeing none, I will go to the audience. If anyone in the audience would like to communicate with the council on any item not on this evening's agenda, now is the opportunity to do so. And just a reminder to use your little raise your hand icon if you'd like to communicate with the council. And if you are just joining us by phone and not via video Zoom, you can hit #9 to raise your hand via your phone call. All right, that will move ahead. This meeting is a study meeting. There will be no votes taken this evening at this meeting. However, council members will offer either one resolution or a combination of resolutions for each item. The resolutions offered may include an approving, denying, or referring resolution to committee or city department for its report and recommendation. A resolution of no further action may also be offered. There are some items that may simply be received and filed for the information of the council. Please note that all of the items on tonight's agenda will move on to the regular meeting of June 8th, 2020, where they will be voted on officially. If the audience would like to participate in any of the agenda items that are taken up this evening, please raise your virtual hand again by signaling on your raise your hand icon or hitting #9 if you're on the phone. Please do that when the item is called and you'll be recognized at the appropriate time. Generally, the petitioner, whether that is the city or a private entity, will make the initial presentation, followed by remarks from those in the audience wishing to speak. So please raise your hand when you have a comment to make. When you're recognized, please state your name and address for the record. If you'd like to, you do not have to do so. In order that your remarks may be properly attributed to you in the minutes for the meeting, it will also let the other members of the audience and the council know who is speaking to them. And with that, we will move forward with our new business. Item number 1 is a request to amend and revise Council Resolution 44-20. This comes to us from Davide Piccirilli to change the date of the noise ordinance waiver previously approved by council for a graduation party on Friday, June 19th, 2020 to Friday, July 31st, 2020 to end at midnight.
Madam President.
Yes.
This is an easy one under the circumstances with COVID-19. I'll offer this for approving for consent if there's no objection.
Anyone from council have any objections? I don't see any. Anyone in the audience like to comment on this issue? Seeing none, we will go ahead and place that on the consent agenda for the June 8th meeting. Thank you very much, Vice President Barr. Item number 2 is a request to waive the formal bid process and authorization for an expenditure. This comes to us from the engineering division for the senior center parking lot improvement project as part of the city's long-term program to fix safety issues in existing parking lots utilizing pricing established in contract 28 with Nagel paving from budgeted funds. And it was council resolutions 101-20 and 343-19 where this was originally covered. Mr. Zielinski.
Thank you, Madam President, and City Council members. As you're aware, we have money set aside for capital improvements. Approximately $200,000 was set aside for the senior center parking lot. However, we curtailed that back to $50,000 to allow for improvements, particularly where the sidewalk improvements in front of senior center was done on the south side, and all over by where the Music Under the Stars takes place, where we have handicap parking for patrons that want to, attend the Music Underneath the Stars. So with that, we were able to get a quote from Nagel Paving. They've done a lot of work. Last year, as you know, we went out for bids on several occasions. They won numerous bids, low bidder. They recently completed the rec center parking lot. So we're asking City Council's approval for $50,000 to take advantage of their 28 prices to help fix the parking lot, obviously make it safe for patrons, seniors that go in there, and obviously the employees and future events that may take place. We appreciate your assistance in doing it now. Probably the only good thing about COVID is there's nobody at the time there, but we want to try to get it completed before the building opens back up, hopefully in the near future, and appreciate your assistance with that.
Thank you. Council?
Sure. Donovan, go ahead.
Member Donovic.
Thank you, Madam President. I'd like to offer an approving resolution for consent if there's no objection. They are a local company who's done a lot of work in the past for the city and businesses around a community. They do good, thorough work, and I think it's the perfect time to get this work done as there is a less traffic in this area. Thank you, Madam President.
All right, are there any objections from anyone on council?
Madam President,
Yes, Vice President Barr.
no objection. This is a good opportunity to just say for the community's sake that with the anticipation of reduced budgets next year because of a lot of things related to COVID-19, with any of these things, I do look at them a little more closely as we're looking for opportunities to defer or even to cancel capital improvement projects. I know the administration is doing the same thing. And I know that this went through the same type of thought process. This one I do think makes a lot of sense because of the timing issue. I mean, these types of projects, this is a good time to be doing it. Like Todd said, the COVID-19 presents that opportunity, but it's just an opportunity to say to the public, we are looking for opportunities to save money on some of these capital projects, but this one is definitely worthy to move forward.
Anyone else? And Mr. Zelensik, the other benefit of moving forward now with this additional job, we get the benefit of the high volume pricing that was approved for Nagel's major contract. Is that correct?
Yeah, they're working in section 2, and they have a portion on the city side, which is right across the street. So again, they've been very generous in giving us the best price they can for the city, especially in these times where, like Councilman Umbar said, we're trying to cut every dollar we can to make sure it's wisely spent to help balance, make sure the future budgets it's upheld as best we can.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Zelensik, and thank you, Vice President Barr, for your comments. All right, so we have that on consent. I don't see any objections. If anyone from the audience would like to address this item, and I need to make a correction. I believe I said if you're on the phone and you wish to participate, you hit #9, you actually hit *9. So I apologize for that. Council Member Toy.
Yeah, real quick, when is that work going to begin, Todd, if I may?
The sidewalks improvements were previously approved. Those are complete. We're trying to coordinate with Nagel. That would be obviously June 8th, or they may come in a little bit early to do some milling, Councilman Toy, but I want to get it completed by June 12th if we can. Obviously, the intention of the senior center opening, but I want to make it safe for those seniors to get out of their car, to get into that building safely. And with the buses that are parked now, a lot of the pavement's fractured. We want to complete that so it's a smooth surface so people don't trip and fall.
Great job. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you.
All right, and with that, we move on to item number 3, and this is a request to amend a construction engineering contract through the qualification-based selection, also known as QBS process, with OHM Advisors for construction engineering services for the 2020-2021 Schoolcraft Road 48-inch water transmission main. And this is Middle Belt Road to Beach Daily Road project. This comes to us from the engineering division. And this was originally covered under Council Resolution 365-16.
Madam President, City Council members, as you recall, back in 2014, I-96 was reconstructed. At that time, GLWA put in a portion of the water main in the median for future connections. It took them 6 years to finally get the plans completed and money set aside. We're now looking at that point. We want to go ahead and GLWA from Beach Daily to Middle Belt is looking to replace that 48-inch water main. It's broken a few times, as we call Lake Livonia on I-96, as we recall. So we're taking the opportunity now to get that area completed. GLWA provided the money for the permit through engineering department. It's based on 5% of the cost improvements. We're now passing along to have OHM on inspection on full attendance, because we can't dedicate a person fully because we're handling other commercial and residential inspections. So with the assistance of OHM being out there on a daily basis to protect the interests of the city, I do an excellent job in that aspect. With the fact that the westbound Schoolcraft Road will be replaced in the future over the project, we want to make sure everything's put back properly. There's no issues, so we're asking for your assistance. Again, no money out of our pocket. It was paid by GLWA, Great Lakes Water Authority. Jessica Caters is on the line here too with us. She's been very vigilant in helping assist to set this up. Have one of their premier inspectors come out and watch it over an 11-month period, and looking for your approval for $200,000 to have OHM provide inspection and some minor admin for us to see us through this to the end, which would be next summer. We are looking to put information on the website in the next couple of days, and they're looking to start early June. There's a portion of a 12-inch water main on Schoolcraft Road that right now we're trying to get relocated and walked the site last Thursday. So if you have any further questions, I'd be happy to answer those. Or Jessica is online. Again, she's been very involved with this, trying to make sure that we're all the team members from GLWA to Lakeshore Global, who's the contractor, are all on board, so we can work together harmoniously, so we can make sure that it's a smooth project for our businesses who will be impacted, our residents in that area, and be notified properly.
Thank you, Mr. Once again, thank you, Ms. Caters, for with us tonight. Councilmember McCullough.
I'd like to offer a proven resolution for consent. Jessica Caters, obviously with OHM, have done great things for the city. And the partnership, it sounds like a pretty good team is in place to knock the project out. Obviously, this went through the QBA, so the qualification bidding process. And I see no issues with the team as being capable of getting the job done.
All right, we have an approving resolution for consent offered by Councilmember McCullough. Anyone on council have any concerns or objections placing on consent? Seeing none, go to the audience. If anyone from the audience would like to comment on this. Seeing none, we'll go ahead and place that on the consent agenda. And at this time, I'll go back to the audience. If anyone in the audience would like to speak to the council, address the council on any item that was not covered on this evening's agenda, now is your final opportunity to do so. Seeing none, we will adjourn. Good night, Livonia. Thank you, everyone.